Alright guys, Gears of War eday, closed beta, just ended, and here are my thoughts. I just want to give a quick breakdown, show some gameplay I got in the background, so yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Let me just start off with saying, all my footage is capped at 30 FPS. So the 30 FPS was a big limiter, it was probably the biggest con for me, and obviously it's in beta, take it with a grain of salt. It's unoptimized. They're gonna, they partnered with NVIDIA. They're gonna do same-day drivers. They're gonna do all sorts of shit. So again, I'm very optimistic that this is just the beta. Again, the Google Gemini AI was assuring me that it was just because it's in this beta and it's unoptimized and it doesn't have this AI frame generation or whatever. Whatever. Okay, that's just the biggest thing I wanted to get out of the way. 30 FPS sucks dick. Fix it. Okay, moving on. Next thing I want to complain about, I thought the movement was really good, right? But I really hate the fact that you can't mantle over a cover that somebody else is behind. Let's say you and somebody else are on the same exact wall, and then you mantle over it. In all the other Gears of War games, you're going to at least kick them. You're going to at least stun them for like 5 seconds. Nothing crazy. You're going to stun them for a little bit and get one shot off. In this game, that doesn't exist. There is no, you both are on the same wall and you jump directly over him. No, your dude is just going to get absolutely fucking floored. I think they should 100% bring back, like, kicking people behind cover, because that adds a huge level of versatility and playstyle. I'm a big PvP guy. Not in general, but, like, just Gears of War specifically, I'm a PvP guy. The PvP, it feels like the PvP, it's fun, it's fine, there's cool things I like about it, but it really feels like it took a back seat to the campaign and horde mode. That's fine, that's fucking fine, but it's just a little irritating when you take away certain features that have been part of the Gears of War community for the past 15-20 years. It feels really disingenuous to take away certain mechanics. Like, why aren't there meat shields? You can't tell me that that's to support the competitive scene when you're doing all this other shit to go against the competitive scene. You've already made it so much more casual. So much more casual. And then the Coalition's response to, oh, there aren't meat shields is because there's only so many buttons on a controller. That's the dumbest fucking excuse I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Just make it proximity. The button only pops up whenever you're there next to the downed person. Or make it a double button. Just press both bumpers. Just something. That's such a fucking piss poor excuse from the Coalition to be like, well, there's only so many buttons on the controller. As if controllers haven't had the same exact amount of buttons for the past 20 fucking years. Like, that is the dumbest excuse. It's been in every Gears of War game since Gears of War 2. Give me meat shields. Give me chainsaw duels. In multiplayer, the chainsaw duels would happen once every 110 games. You would never get into a chainsaw duel. It was that fucking rare. Because guess what? It's not practical. And I get that it's not practical. And maybe that's the whole reason they took it away. Oh, well, it's not that practical. It doesn't really happen that often. Leave it in the fucking game. All you're doing is taking away things that feel Gears of War. Like that, a chainsaw battle, a duel with somebody, multiplayer, horde mode, campaign, whatever, it doesn't matter what mode, it always felt so cinematic. I thought it was a really fun mechanic, and it just sucks that now that's gone too. That's just gone with the wind. And the Coalition, their response to that is, oh, well, in the past, whoever had like a lower ping usually won that, or, people with macros kind of ruin that because it's a button spam minigame and all that. It's like, dude, there are always going to be cheaters. There's always going to be lag. Those are two inevitable things. Those are completely, nobody can fix that. There's nothing you can do when it comes to cheating and lag. Okay, so telling me, oh, well, there's cheaters and, oh, well, there's lag. I don't give a fuck. Give me chainsaw battles, because those are what Gears of War is, dude. Let me just say this. You nerf wall banging, okay? Which is fine. I think the wall banging is fine in eday. They reduced wall banging by, let's say 30%, okay? So it's still at 70% of its power. That's completely fine. I'm cool with that. Sliding is a great addition. It fits perfectly with Gears of War. It really does. Like, the sliding feels amazing. I love being able to jump over cover. The verticality of the gameplay that I have, even in some of these clips I'll be showing, it got me so many kills going vertical. I love the verticality. I love the sliding, okay? But at the same time, why are you taking away chainsaw duels? Why are you taking away meat shield? Again, I mean, it's not like some dev at the Coalition is going to see this video. I mean, you know, right now sitting at 56 subscribers, hit that fucking bell icon and thumbs up. It means a lot. Anyways, it's not like the Coalition is going to see this video. But that being said, it's like I have to voice my frustrations because they've openly said, we're listening to the community, we're listening to the community. Okay, well, fucking listen to this, dude. I need meat shields for this to feel like a Gears of War game. I need chainsaw duels to feel like this is a Gears of War game, okay? Again, take this with a grain of salt, but literally, I keep seeing on, like, Reddit posts and on YouTube, it's like, dude, if you suck at the game, you must, like, literally suck dick at every game you've ever played, because this Gears of War multiplayer is probably the easiest Gears of War multiplayer, period. And there's a lot of things in Gears 5 multiplayer that feel like Gears. And they should just be staples at this point. Like, you don't need to add the whole thing of Gears 5 where I can pull you behind cover and you can press circle and, you know, slap my hand away and press melee and stab me through the... You don't need all that shit. But give me the ability to jump over the same cover that somebody's on and fucking kick them, because otherwise there's literally no reason to do that. It just encourages you to play like a little bitch. And in this game, it's the exact same. Who would have guessed the fucking philosophy for all multiplayer video games? It works as well in Gears of War. Play like a little pussy. That's all you have to do, is play like a little bitch, because if you and somebody else are behind the same exact cover, a 1x1 wall in between you two, and the enemy goes to jump over, insta-kill is that. Just wait. Just sit there and wait for him to jump over. Wait for him to stand up. Wait for him to try to go around. Just wait. That's all you have to do. It's a waiting game, dude. And I hate that shit. And again, it's not always a waiting game, but there are certain situations where it's just like literally all you have to do is wait and you will win. That is literally all you have to do. There are certain positions and different like areas just on these two maps alone in multiplayer. There's certain positions you can be in where it's like, yeah, you are literally unkillable. If you know how to play Gears of War, if you've ever played Gears of War multiplayer before eday, you will be unkillable in certain positions. You would have to have Red Icy and an Averex or whatever pulling up on you in tandem to lose that gunfight. Like, there's so many times where I was playing eday and the whole time I'm thinking, what is happening? Are they bots? Are they this or that? Like, let me just summarize, okay? Let me summarize first. Let me get the summary out of the way, okay? Multiplayer was fun as fuck, okay? Multiplayer, even for all the things I'm complaining about, multiplayer was fun. I'm glad, to a certain extent, that it is more casual, because that means a longer lifespan for it, you know, more players, more this or that, more eyes on. I get that. I understand all that. But at the same time, dude, in 6 months, this fucking multiplayer is going to be dead. In 6 months, this multiplayer is going to be dead anyway. So why not just give all the sweaty people what they actually want? It's definitely like we given the least amount of love, the least amount of consideration, the least amount of thought into the multiplayer. We want people to buy this game to play the horde mode and to play the campaign. That's what we want. We don't want people to play the multiplayer. That's what the Coalition said. So then they might not have said it with their words, but obviously, I mean, to any Gears of War fan, you know I'm telling the truth. You know in your heart of hearts, I am telling the truth, okay? And this comes from somebody who is in love with this series. I've played every single fucking one of them, okay? And I've loved my time being a part of the Gears of War community, even for as sweaty and as toxic and as fucking volatile as this fucking piece of shit community is. I love it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I love it. I don't know, maybe I'm in the small percentile of thinking that, but it really feels like multiplayer took a backseat to everything. In horde mode, okay, let's start the next section. Horde mode, okay, that's multiplayer done. I like it, movement's cool, add other shit. Add the old fucking shit from Gears of War. Don't add all the Gears of War 5 bells and whistles, but give me the shit that was in Gears 2. That's all I'm asking for. Give me the shit that was available on launch at Gears 2. Put that into eday, and this will be one of the best fucking Gears multiplayers ever. I like the verticality. I like the sliding. Done. Move on. Okay, next. I like Horde mode, but I like multiplayer more. I'm a multiplayer man first, okay? First and foremost. That's where my heart is at, is the multiplayer. So, going to the Horde mode, it was fun. It was cool. But I really hated, there were a few times where, you know, 2 of my teammates would either disconnect or quit or whatever it would be, and then I have 2 AIs with me. And again, this is beta, so take it with a grain of salt, but the AIs would literally suck dick. These bots were so bad, and they weren't following us. And again, it's the beta, take it with a grain of salt, but these are little things that they need to hear so they fucking fix them. Me and Random run to the objective, start the objective, the main objective, it's not even a side objective, we start the main objective. Me and him are getting fucking slammed with waves of mulchers, waves of boomers, hundreds of fucking enemies. And then I'm like, where the fuck are my bots at? I hit the TACCOM button and they're 115 meters away, literally doing nothing. Literally doing nothing. Nothing. Literally just hiding behind cover, not in a gunfight, not shooting at anybody, no locust near them, 115 meters away from sight, just chilling. So, fix that. Fix the fucking AI. Secondly, same thing would happen with people, dude. Same thing would fucking happen with people. And then on top of that, my shit's running at like 15 FPS at some time. Like, they need to optimize this shit. I understand it's a beta. I understand there's going to be shit like that. I understand a lot of these people that are playing are new players. But holy fucking shit. The average eday player's IQ is sub 50. Sub 50 IQs. I'm pretty decent at the multiplayer, right? I would like to think I'm good at the multiplayer, you know? I'm no fucking Red Icy. I'm no Averex, right? But I'm decent enough. I'm dropping 20 plus kills on 30 FPS, okay? I'd say that's decent enough, okay? That being said, I don't know if I'm, you know, goated or if it's just all the lobotomites I'm playing, because like there were so many times where teammates, where enemies are just straight up the dumbest human being. Like, it would actually, they would top each other. Like, I would be surprised. I would be like, wow, that dude has to be the dumbest human being on planet Earth. Like, wow, that's impressive. And then 5 seconds later, I would get into another gunfight and I'd be like, nope, this guy just topped him. This guy just topped him. I don't know what the statistics are, but I'd say a good 90% of eday players have never played a Gears of War in their life. That's how it felt to me. From the outside looking in, I'd say 90% of the people that played the closed beta have never played Gears of War, and I would argue probably half of those people have never touched a controller in their life. Because this game is so, the multiplayer is literally made for casual play. It doesn't get much more casual than this. And then I hear people online complaining about the difficulty. It just hurts my soul. It hurts my soul hearing people say, this is too hard, when it's literally the easiest Gears of War multiplayer I've ever played in my entire life. And on top of just the mechanics being easy and user-friendly and very simplistic, and certain mechanics are altogether gone that would make it harder or make it more competitive or make it more interesting. Those mechanics are gone, okay? It is literally catered. It is literally built around casual play, okay? There were so many bad players on this. There were so many atrocious, downright like deplorable players on this beta. Like literally horrible. Like some of the worst players I've ever seen in all of Gears of War ever in my entire fucking 22 years of living, okay? Some of the worst players ever. So if you got on the beta and you're one of those people that think, wow, this is like too hard, I don't know, you are, first and foremost, you're a pussy. This is the easiest Gears of War multiplayer ever. So if you were struggling in the multiplayer, right, I want you to pull your panties up and put your purse down and maybe just study your controller. Figure out what button is the A button, okay? I want you to just memorize where all your buttons are on your controller, okay? It's frustrating to hear people say like, Wow, this is like too competitive. Dude, it's literally catered for casual play. There is no competitive to this. It's not very competitive. Like I said, 90% of the people I was running into were straight trogs. Straight up trog people. People living in the sewers and shit. Like, you're surprised they even have a fucking internet connection they're playing this shit, okay? So, if you weren't doing good in the closed beta, you will not do good, period, ever. Ever. I don't know if you should play video games if you weren't doing good in the eday beta. If you were doing bad in the eday multiplayer beta, I don't know if you'll ever do good at any video game ever. Like, I don't know if you can even play The Sims. Like, I genuinely don't know. And I get worked up talking about this because I love the franchise so much, and it comes so easy and so natural to me. And again, I have years of playing this game, so I'm not trying to say if you're a newcomer and you're shit, put down the game, you'll never pick it up. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, if you're complaining about it being difficult, motherfucker, go play Gears 5 and tell me if you think the same. Go play Gears 4 and tell me if you think the same. Go play Gears 3 and tell me if you think the same. Go play Gears 2 and tell me if you think the same. Go play Gears, dog shit ass Gears Reloaded and tell me if you think the same. Tell me. I genuinely, I want to know. Like, tell me. Like, real shit, tell me. I don't know. Because it's so easy. It's so easy. And again, there's so many bad players that are playing currently, or that were playing, rather, for the very first time. And it's only going to get sweatier, and it's only going to get more toxic, and it's only going to get more competitive. So, if you were struggling on the closed beta, if you were struggling on the closed multiplayer beta, you should probably hang your hat up. You should probably hang your hat up, dude. If a motherfucker playing at 30 FPS with horrible textures can drop 27 and 3 on human beings. These aren't that's not a bot game. That's a human being. There's 4 human beings on the other. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe that a motherfucker who's running at 30 FPS can literally do laps around you. But if that's not a testament to either A, how good I am, or B, how bad the players are, then that's really all I need to say. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I've been ranting for a long time now. This is going to take me fucking forever to chop up and shit, but point of this video is to say I like eday. There's a lot of shit they need to fix though. I have a mid-ass setup. It's very mid, okay? Middle of the pack, okay? That being said, this shit should never, there should be no galaxy where this runs at 30 FPS. That's my biggest complaint. Fix the frame rate, fix the, you know, whatever the fuck you need to do. Get your fucking tech wizards out there. Fix this shit, okay? That's the biggest complaint, and I know that that will be solved, so it's like almost like a mute point. Like, why am I even bringing it up? Well, if it's not solved, then I will be showing up to the Coalition's office butt naked, dick in hand, banging on their door, okay? You know what I'm saying? Number 2 thing they need to change, okay? Add meat shields, add being able to kick people behind cover, and add chainsaw duels. Those are 3 things that you could add within the first season of play that will make this game, it'll make the game like 60% better. Just off the rip, just off of those, right? And I'm not saying that this game sucks, right? When I say that it'll get 60% better, I just mean that instead of it sitting at like a, you know, like a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, it'll be at 120%, you know? So, I'm not saying this game is bad, but it does have its flaws. I don't know, it's just, it's weird to me to take away things that are so iconic in the Gears of War franchise. I mean, those things that I was just mentioning have all been around since Gears 2. Gears 2, Gears 3, Gears 4, Gears 5. Like, we're 4 games removed from these mechanics, and now you're taking them away for literally no reason. Like, literally none. This Horde mode in particular, I could see it being one of the best. But at the same time, it's almost like a little too ambitious, dude. Give me a normal-ass Horde mode as well, please. Make a normal Horde mode where it's literally 4 people max, not 12 people in your lobby, you know, no. Give me a single, like, multiplayer map, okay? You understand me? You following me so far? Give me a multiplayer map and let it be normal-ass Horde mode. Maybe they're working on that on the back end, okay? Maybe that's something they're already planning on doing, but I haven't heard anything about that, right? I don't know. It seems like a very simple thing to add. Just make a normal-ass Horde mode. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating. As a fan of the series, I hope that they can fix these things that I'm talking about. And I know I've been ranting and I've been all over the place, but I really just want this game to do good. And from the bottom of my heart, I mean this genuinely, I want it to succeed, but they need to fix certain things. And I don't know if they're going to be able to. It sounds like I'm, you know, disappointed. Disappointed is the wrong word. I'm not disappointed, I'm just, you know, I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated with the fact that, you know, you took away certain mechanics that were amazing, that were really fun to utilize, and you added some mechanics that are really fun to utilize as well. So it's like a give and take thing. You know, movement felt great, gunplay felt alright, power weapons felt broken like they usually do. These things that I'm asking for as I'm recording this, as I'm saying, please add this, please add that, it'll never get done, dude. I'm coming to the realization as I'm talking about it. They'll never add meat shields. They'll never add chainsaw dueling. They'll never add being able to kick people over the cover. They will never add a normal horde mode. So, like, why am I even asking for it? Like, it's really where the point I'm at right now. I'm kind of in, like, the acceptance stage of grief, you know? Because I don't think they'll ever add that shit. And if they never add that shit, this will still be a solid Gears of War game. I'm sure the campaign will be awesome. I'm sure I'll be playing the multiplayer even without those things. But if you did stick around, thank you so much. Let me know what you guys think of the eday closed beta. Have you gotten to play it? Are you going to be playing it come, you know, the 17th when the open beta's out? Just let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And I'm sorry for all this choppy ass 30 FPS footage. Don't blame me, blame the coalition. Alright, peace.